Hi Ed, thank you for joining us. We welcome you on board. Let's understand how automation can help you scale your venture. We are glad to have you among us, Ed. Let's understand how this automation agency helping entrepreneurs cut workload and scale their venture using the power of automation. Let's hear it from the founder himself. My first question to you, Ed, is how automation can help business scale?
I think this is a great question. I think it's important to really add automation to your business if you really want to scale. When you automate like repetitive and manual tasks and processes, you have more time to go after more clients. So instead of doing operational tasks, you use that time to build a relationship with leads, with potential clients, and also to do more clients' work. That's one side of the things. And another side is that when you have like systems and automations in place, it gets easier to handle more clients. I just sharing one example. So I just finished automating the onboarding process for one client here, and before he was doing the process manually, and it was taking him like more than 1 hour to onboard a new client, like to complete all the steps that needs to be done to onboard a new client. So with the automation, the same process, it's happening in under 10 seconds. So like how many more clients can he onboard now? So that's how automation can help you scale.
Wow, that's great. I mean, it's just taking 10 seconds and people can focus on bringing new clients, new leads, and towards sales and results. So what
Exactly.
is the first step? I mean, what is the first step of a business? Why they needs to start, when they start, what's the first step of a business needs to do when they start building automation?
I think that's a question that usually business they ask me, and I always like to say that it's important to have a clear understanding about your current processes. So start analyzing the type of tasks that you spend a lot of time on, or your team is spending a lot of your time on. After identified like those more time-consuming tasks, you should put on a paper each step that needs to happen on that specific process. So, for example, for onboarding a new client, I need to do this, I need to do that. Then it needs to happen after this. So you should put that on a paper to make it more clear for you everything that needs to happen on that process. So after you have everything like figured out, then you go and start building the automation. Because what happens is sometimes that businesses, they want to start automating and they go and start building the automation before having the process clear in their heads. So if you try to automate a process that is broken, you will be even more broken. So it like before having like the system online, it's important to make sure that it's clear for you offline.
Okay. So I have seen like there are a lot of types of automations out there. So should a business automate all the processes?
Yeah, like I wouldn't say all the processes, but definitely most of them. Of course, that there are a lot of tasks that requires a human touch. So like if you're doing creative work, or there are more strategic tasks that needs to be done, I think it's those kind of tasks is important that you are still doing yourself. So that's why it's important to automate all the other ones, all the other tasks that doesn't require a human touch, so you can focus on the tasks that really requires your time, your mental energy, and like to invest on those processes. So I would say that you should automate everything. You don't want to get your business too like robotic, but I think it's important to automate almost all of them so you can focus on the more important ones.
Okay, so if we talk about the more important ones, what are those, like say like client onboarding? What are those automation type that we can go for?
Yeah, so you mean the processes that we should automate, right? Yeah, so like I just mentioned the example. So the client onboarding is one that usually consumes a lot of time. But if you think about all the operational tasks and all the tasks that happens like behind the scenes, so like reporting, invoicing, contracts, moving data from one place to another, like copying and pasting data, moving data from one tool to another tool. So and also sometimes also the operational side of sales processes, of finding leads, or like doing cold outreach. So all those processes that I know that they're very time consuming, they all should be automated.
All right, I think this is great because usually companies, businesses, they spend a lot of huge amount in their resources so that people can do the tally work, copy pasting work. And this work can be done automatically, and their resources can usually focus towards sales and revenue.
Yes, exactly.
So yes, so is automation something that will help businesses reduce cost? Like how it will help?
Yeah, definitely. So I think like one more obvious example. For example, for a business, instead of having a team of 10 people doing a lot of manual work, you can have a team of 3 people and you add automation to your business. Of course, it's definitely going to cost you way less having automation running for your business, and you can have less people doing the same work. And also, like, so that's one way to one point of view in terms of cost reduction. I think that's the most obvious one. But also, like, on the other hand, like, if the owner of the business, if the CEO of the business is using her time to do manual work, she's wasting time not selling and not growing the business. So how much does that cost in the long term? So that's another point of view in terms of cost reduction. So really, automation can help you reduce cost and help you increase sales. So that's how automation can help you scale the business.
I think this is truly amazing because majorly businesses are looking for sales and revenue. So if we talk about automations, what kind of tools and methods you usually use to build the automation for your client?
Yeah, so of course that automation is becoming more popular now, and that's of course a great thing. And there are some automation tools available in the market, like Zapier, Make, N10, and some other tools. So we use those tools, but we go way beyond them. So what we do, like with our clients, we help them identify the processes that needs to happen in the process, and then with that process more clear in our heads, then we go and build the workflow using the best combination of tools and methods that we know how to do it. So of course those are the automation tools. They are important and we use them a lot, but we go way beyond them. So we use automation tools, we use directly APIs and webhooks connection, and we also write Python scripts. So with this combination of tools and methods, we can basically automate any kind of manual process. So we're not just sticking to one tool or one process. We can really automate almost any kind of process. So that's why we like to have the expertise and the skills to automate using different methods and tools.
And then how does it impact employees and clients?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, so I'm saying how does automation can impact employees and clients when everything is
yeah.
online? Yes.
Definitely. So yeah, I mean, I guess like client pay you for results, right? They like clients, they don't care about what happens behind the scenes. So when you automate the processes like behind the scenes, you have more time to deliver a great show. You have more time to do great work for your clients. So of course you're gonna make your clients happier. Definitely, you're gonna have more time to do more creative work, more strategic work for your clients. So instead of doing like manual work, you are doing work for your client, delivering results to your clients. So you're definitely gonna have a more satisfied client. And the same happens to employees. So when employees are doing more strategic tasks rather than just copy and paste information from one tool to another, I can assure you that you'll be a lot happier and more satisfied with the work itself. So that's how automation can really have an impact in all the ecosystem. So clients, customers, partners. So yeah.
Okay, ठीक है. As you said earlier, कि majorly businesses thinks everything gets robotic, right? So some businesses have the concern with that. कि by automating their businesses, everything is becoming robotic. So what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think actually it's quite the opposite. Like in my point of view, like also using the same analogy that I did in the last question. So when you really automate what happens behind the scenes, you have more time, like especially on owner's time and the CEO's time, to really deliver great results, to deliver a great show. So of course you can automate the process that's happening behind the scenes, but like what's gonna show to your clients or to your customer is not something robotic. It's something that you're gonna spend more time with the work that really matters to the client. So it's not that you're gonna, again, coming back to your one of your first questions. So it's not that you're gonna automate everything. You're gonna automate what it's important that you automate those processes that can be automated and that should be automated. So you can focus more time on the ones that really matters. You invest in your time. So okay, of course that if you automate everything in your business, including the communication with your clients, I think it will get robotic, but that's not the case here.
Okay, got it. I think I have understood. We have covered almost all the things about automation and how it can help the businesses. So guys, I am telling you, automation is the best when you are going for it, and you can use it for increasing your sales and for increasing your revenue. When you automate your workflow to increase the productivity and regain control of your time, right? Right, Ed?
Yeah, definitely that.
Okay, so do you want to add anything else in the automation part or for the Indian businesses?
Yeah, I think just one last thing. I think automation sometimes can be scary, but I would just say that just go for it. Once you start automating just one task, there is no turning back. Like it's definitely something that you're gonna add more to your business. You're gonna start thinking about also all the processes that you want to automate. So like just go for it and start building just one task, just one process. Start there, and then you will go build more and more. So you really will see an impact on your business overall. So automation, I think it's the present, it's the future, and you should definitely add it to your business.
For sure. I agree with each and every word that you said. So guys, yes, it is the right time for you to start automating your processes. So contact Axel right now. Come on, go for it. So thank you so much, Ed, for joining in. It was great to see you.
Yeah, it was very fun. So yeah, it was my pleasure to be here. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to help.
Yes, I'll share everybody in the comments. You will find their email ID and their contact number. You can share your queries.